Okay, I think I'm live, maybe? You can tell me. We'll see if anybody's here. That's how I will tell. This is a little close to my noggin. I'm feeling real up close and personal there. So I am on YouTube, and to the side here, I am on Facebook. And Facebook, I put a little link to my YouTube because Facebook keeps kicking me out. So if you want to actually watch like the straight on view, go over to YouTube. Is it working? I don't think anybody's here yet. Let us see. Should I do a little dance while I wait? Or just fidget? One of the two. Oh, there's a person. Yay! Yay! Hi, Karen. Hello. We're here. Yay. All right. I said within half an hour. That was only like 10 minutes, but that's okay. I'm here. And I'm just hanging out on the weekend. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I'm good. Hi, are you taking any questions? Do your guides have anything to say to me? I take questions, but I don't do like personal readings on these. I take general questions just because I don't know. I was never comfortable like spilling people's stuff because when I do readings, it's very, very personal. Hello. Oh, hi from Montreal. So cool. Hello. Oh, I always wear white and then on YouTube or Facebook, I can't see the questions. Hello, so nice to be on your live. I'm here in Las Vegas. Oh, cool. Listening to you. I'm from Vancouver, but I live here now. My husband and I went to Vegas year before last, I think, for work, but still, it was fun. We didn't stay on the strip. I don't like noise anymore, or bright lights, or staying up late. I'm like an 80-year-old in like a 40, however old I am, body. Hello, Donna. How are you? There we go. Again, Facebook, I think posted a link on this live for you to go to YouTube so you can actually see me better, and also in case Facebook kicks me out again. Yes, there's so much to do in Vegas besides the strip. Yeah, we stayed way off the strip because we wanted to like be in nature and stuff like that since I was there for work. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. Um, Little shameless plug. Everybody should buy my book. They don't really sell anymore. They're available on Amazon. This is me. This is by my house. This is also me. Nope, this way, that way. There I am. And because it's just me, I put pictures in my book. That's me going to the life flight. Except it took away $5 of profit per book because I put photos in it. So probably if I was going to do it again, I probably wouldn't have done the pictures. But I love pictures. See, that's me. Like, it wouldn't have been the same. Like, that's my first day of rehab after the stroke. Like, I really like. I didn't do black and white pictures because it took all of the profit. I would have made nothing per book. I lost my. Whoa, that's a long. Kimberly, I won't be able to read that until after. It's too much of a huge paragraph for me to read the small writing. Ooh, from Massachusetts? Cool. I had a great dream last night that signals my embracing my personal power in a way that I've been unable to do before now. Oh, I love that. What do you feel about this year? Everything is so crazy. I agree. This year is crazy for the country I live in, which is Canada, but also my neighbors, the States. I can't even, I can't even, I just can't even. Thank you for sharing your life and purpose with us. You're welcome. Looking forward to the February 22nd group healing my third session with you. Aw, I'm so glad. Yes, it's open registration. There's not many people signed up. So if you want to go to a group healing with me, just message me. I like the pictures because it gives more of insight, right? I agree. Hello, Gail. Yeah, Kimberly, I can't read it. It's too much, too big of a thing. Ooh, from snowy Halifax. Hello. Well, hello. Hi. Been a while since caught you live. Well, welcome, Sharon. Hi, Shar. Last live, you gifted me the courage to speak out, and I've started to. Thank you. Aw, I'm so glad. Oh, did you retract the message? It's like you said you speaking out, and then all of a sudden your message disappeared. What happened? We have monks walking for peace in the US. I know it's so cool. I've been following that. Once somebody told me about it. It's really hard to see positive news coming out of the States because it seems like, I don't know, it's harder to find because people like the chaos. It sells better. Hi, Amber. Do you think that Orange Man is just a puppet carrying out orders from unseen higher ups? I think not a puppet, no, but I do think um, it's all being run by billionaires. Um, and even though people don't like it, they're just following what they said they'd do, which is Project 2025. Although now it's Project 2026, I would think, since the year has passed. Oh, okay, you had a spelling mistake. Well, I didn't notice it. I think the Canadian news is showing one side, though. Yeah, and also, um, if you're not Canadian, you wouldn't know this, but we have like a, I don't know how to explain it without it sounding horrible. News is not allowed to be posted on social media other than through news sites. So legislation passed that um, we can't share news stories, if that makes sense. And so you actually have to search them out or go to like the news sites like Global News, whatever it is. And I often don't do that. I also don't have cable, so I don't watch the news. Does the Book of Enoch carry the truth more than the King James version of the Bible? I don't really answer that. Do you really want me to answer that? Can you just clarify if you want me to answer that? Because I don't wanna poo-poo on anybody's faith. And also, I think all news sources are one-sided, right? They all lean one way or another. Happy to be here on live with you. Yes, please answer. Okay. So all of those stories are stories loosely based on somebody something somebody heard from it's like a game of telephone, um, and humans put their own morals on all of it. So there's no one of them that is more um, like factual or closer to what happened than another. I don't even know what the Book of Enoch is, though, but that's what they're saying. So I've stopped watching the news to keep my sanity. Yeah, makes sense. Can you feel hugs in the afterlife? Yes. Please do a reading in Nanaimo. I need you. Um, what kind of reading? Love to see you. Oh, thanks. Do you think that his election has accelerated our eventual collective enlightenment by shedding light on the corruption? Um, I don't know about accelerated because again, time and space don't exist on the other side. So how do you accelerate something without the concept of time? Hi. And yes, I am doing mood control in this video. Thank you for answering. I don't follow either Bible, just figuring out this crazy world we live in. Yeah. Will there be a war in the Arctic? I would not want to tune into that to know that because I don't want to add anxiety on my plate. If I can't prevent or help something, I choose not to let them tell me. I just know you're the best. And I talked to your sister a couple of years ago who said whoever won a prize you donated was lucky because you were the real deal and you're the only one since I've ever wanted to sit down one on one. I do private readings. I post them quite often. I did 2, 3 this last week. You just have to watch my Facebook page. You gifted me the courage to speak. I found out my sis is fine with what's happening to immigrants in the US, and I've put up a boundary without anger. Oh, I love that. Your skin looks amazing. Hey, thanks. Actually, change. I don't do anything to my skin. I use um, a certain moisturizer, but it got too expensive, so I actually just changed. I don't wear makeup. I don't have a skincare routine. I just put moisturizer on once a day. I probably should have kind of some sort of skincare routine, right? Like, am I gonna age more because I don't put, like, 8 layers of stuff on my face? Is that a thing? Because I literally have only ever used moisturizer. Um, do you hear clear sentences from your guides? I hear loving messages from them. I'm fairly new, so I'm just wondering. So their thoughts become my words. So I have worked really hard to make it like telepathic, and going to the other side during the NDE really helped with that. So I don't have to listen and repeat anymore. But in the beginning, I did. They would talk, and I would listen, and I would try and say what they said. And that's hard because sometimes you interpret it different than what they meant. So now they talk, and it comes out of my mouth. But when you're first starting, that's just part of it, right? You have to learn and grow and figure it out and start to trust and have faith that that is them and they're talking. And yeah, it's a process. What can we do to help our neighbors that we are dealing with? What? That are dealing with icy conditions? I'm not what are you talking about? I don't understand the question. Icy? Hi, Donna. Um, I guess I'm asking in terms of human experience trying to find the silver lining. Hang on. Do you think the elections? So we're all learning together, and the more we put on our human plate, the quicker we learn. But the concept that we're all gonna like sort of come together, there's gonna be this moment where everyone has the same belief and all like that sort of stuff. It's not number one, that probably won't happen in our lifetimes or anybody who's alive right now. But it's not really how it works. It's more a continual learning. Coconut oil is good for skin. Oh, is there really a spaceship in Greenland that is starting to show through a melting glacier and the want they want to reverse engineer it? I don't think so. Sometimes, though rarely, those on the other side can give warnings. Yes, if the warnings are gonna contribute to like beneficial learning. Oh, the US is frozen. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Is it possible that my guides are trying if you guys want like on where what am I looking at? Facebook. If you want to ask more questions, it's so much easier for me to read them on YouTube. So there should be a link somewhere on the page. For me, it's on the top left. Click it and go to YouTube, and you can ask questions so much easier because the on YouTube the question section is on the right and it's black, so I can see it. Okay. Is it possible that my guides are trying to tell me their name because the name Rodrigo keeps coming up for years? It's driving me crazy. Like, what is that? What does the name why does the name keep showing up? Yeah, they could be. That's kind of how my guides, showed me their names. Jessica had me book a reading with her, and she canceled. It's the whole thing. Anyways, thanks for the live Q&A. I'm always fascinated with information about spirit guides. Oh, well, I'm glad. Hi, Janice. Weird noise. I ran out of questions. Is it safe for me to get the surgery I'm currently thinking about? I don't feel comfortable asking that or answering that because I'm not tuned into you and I don't tune into people specifically in these. And I never want to give the wrong information. I have a question about human evolution. Did we evolve? How did humans come to Earth? We just appeared. We didn't evolve from monkeys. You mentioned on your last live that the Devil's Tower wasn't a rock. What is it then? Not a rock. I don't sometimes I don't wanna answer things. What does Peter say about the current events? That we are learning a lot and that Jessica's funny. She's like, if he could say, he would say something's coming. So usually that means a lot of learning, which is good. Yay, humans. We like to learn, but also, holy crap, can we be done learning for a little while? I want to book whatever you have open coming up for me and my wife. I'll DM you. And I have the healing group coming up. I also have a psychic reading next week that I haven't sat down to choose the people. So if you can go and comment there and you might get chosen for that. I lost my mom and dad a week apart from each other in July. Oh, I'm sorry. Really hoping they come through to me because I miss them so much. That's got to be so hard. I'm so sorry for your loss. Feeling like the Oh, okay. I just understood what you were saying on Facebook, Kayleen. Oh my gosh. Okay, my brain didn't yeah. I can't say that word. Is it Luis? Feeling like the blank in the States are causing more damage and family separations. Will this difficult time end soon? How do we keep our spirits up when will things get better? It's gonna get worse for a while still. Unfortunately, I really wish I didn't have to say that. I wish it was gonna get better right now, but it's gonna get worse. But while it is getting worse, make sure you're not isolating. Make sure you talk to your family. You do what you can where you can to help and provide comfort. It's why I'm trying to do more lives lately to try and help people just get a little bit of a break from the chaos and the stress. When you have psychic readings and we can ask questions, what kind of questions can we ask? So, like the groups, you can ask anything you want about you, your life, your family, your pets, your job, your relationships, whatever you want. But the quality of the question determines the quality of the answer. So, something like, "Am I on the right path? path? Is not a great question because we're always on the right path. Something more specific than that. Yes, I wonder about Peter and any messages for Earth. I don't. Uh, did the Anunnaki begin the human race? No. I don't know what that is, but they said no. Looking forward to the healing on the 22nd. Me too. Are aliens angels? No. Well, I guess sometimes because angels can take physical form to come to Earth to help or prevent something. So technically, then I guess they're aliens, but no, they're not what we specifically think about when we think about aliens. What happens if we book a reading and you can't answer any of our questions? Is it that you just wouldn't pick us for a reading because your guides say there's too many things you can't answer? No. So I only leave like the last 5 minutes for questions. I talk the whole time. So when I do a reading, I talk. So this is not for the groups, but the private readings, I tune into your guides, I write a paragraph, and then I explain it all, and then I tune into it just anything you need, and then I always leave time at the end for questions. I'm not a psychic who does like a back and forth. You ask a question and I answer. I don't like doing readings that way. I like them to talk because that's valuable. You know what? The blank blank are horrible, just sad. These kids being ripped away from their families. The little boy in the hat broke me. I know. I know. My heart aches. Describe God. Do each of us have God within? Honestly, for me, when I went to the other side, God is everything. God was a golden, iridescent, loving energy that vibrated from everything there. Every blade of grass had God in it, that feeling. Every person, everything. It's like the Lion King, right? Everything that light touches is yours. Everything God touches is light. And yes, all of us have a little bit of that in us. Interesting that we just appeared on Earth. Can you elaborate on that one? Did you just get sent? Did God just send us here like Adam and Eve? No. So I don't know how else to explain it. So time and space don't exist there. So we are it's like circular and infinite, and we have a purpose here, and it wasn't to come from monkeys. We're here to learn. And so Earth was or wasn't, and then it was. And that kind of like a little bit like a hologram, but I don't know how else to explain it. Uh, does often getting tingly sensations on the head while resting at home signal some kind of interaction with the other side? It can, but just be sure it's not a stroke. I try to be happy-go-lucky person, but lately it just seems so heavy. The thought that this is just the start of this crazy is so tough to process. It's not necessarily it's just the start. We're kind of smack dab in the middle. Um, a whole bunch of stuff is going to happen in like the next 3 to 6 months. But like, yes, it's going to be very stressful and awful, but it's bringing about balance and calm and peace again eventually. Hey, Amber, are we ever going to know about the lands or continents beyond the Antarctic walls? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. They're not talking about it. Can you tap into Orange Man's health? Understand if you don't want to answer. Yeah, it's not good. He has severe dementia, and he is a malignant narcissist, but he has been that his whole life. Oh my god, I thought this was a recording, but it's not. No, it's not. You're live. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you for all you do. offering your gifts to us. You're welcome. Isn't it isn't it everything is concluded on the other side? Like, aren't they all knowing? Sorry, what? Can you rewrite that sentence? Because I don't quite understand. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go over here. Um, I am Indigenous and live in Alberta. It's getting ugly as the talk of separation gets louder. There's a lot of misinformation being put out there. I got to read it in my head. My dad attended residential schools and it is so triggering and emotional. I can't help but get angry, and I don't want to feel that way. What can I do to remain calm in the storm? Remember, it's your land. Honestly, as much as people can try and say it's not, there's treaties in place for a reason. And I think like separatists are loud, but they're the minority. So just try to find peace within yourself, and also tap into the other side. Um, this is totally an aside, off topic, and not what you asked, but when I do readings, I've been doing this what for 10 years, but I was born this way. When I tune into the other side, each soul vibrates at a different frequency. Like they feel different to me depending on, and that's with humans too, depending on where their soul's learning is. First Nations culture is the only kind of culture where I can see all of them vibrating at the same frequency. And it is not because you're learning at the same time, it's because other cultures, we allow ourselves to be at different sort of vibrational frequencies. First Nations culture, if their one soul is learning a lot, they will kind of come down and pass learning to somebody else to bring everyone in balance. And so there's no judgment or no greater than or no, like everybody vibrates at the same frequency. So if somebody's having a really hard time living, learning that sort of stuff, the energy of kind of the elders or the more wise people help bring them up so that they can come together. So lean on each other, because that's as far as I can see, your culture, your sort of way of being human is the only very self-sacrificing culture that I have felt on the other side. So come together and realize there's power when you come together. And those very loud voices saying, this is what we want. Life is unfair. Everything's unfair. Nobody treats us well. Maybe look at the First Nations culture and the reconciliation that is needed and has begun. But like, I'm pretty sure if you were going to chalk something up as unfair, they did not win. I'm pretty sure it was much more unfair what was done to the First Nations people of Canada. Just saying, little aside. Sorry. I do not, yeah, I don't know. My brother died this past Christmas unexpectedly. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep getting signs from him. I'm so glad. Keep welcoming that signs, those signs. Will there be an earth for my 10-year-old? Yes. Hello, Lucy. And yes, Kim, he's around you. I can't figure out how to post questions on YouTube. Oh, I'm not sure. Do animal souls ever come back as different animals? Yes, they do. They can come back as any animal. Okay, I have to go over to, what's this called? YouTube. Um, where was I? After my son passed, my top of my head always felt like it was being feathered. Yeah, so probably yes, that would be your son. What happens to extinct animals? Do they come back as another species? Yes. It's funny, same question on both. I'm still wondering about the suffering part on Earth. I understand we want to learn, but why the suffering of animals and humans? Because it's part of learning. You can't understand devastation or pain if you don't experience it. Will the orange man make it to the end of the year? 'Tis not decided yet. Do our loved ones who are deceased listen? Can they listen and talk to us? Yes. I feel like I sense their visits from time to time and engage in conversation with them. Am I going crazy? You are not. And yes, they love when we talk to them. Have they told you what's coming in the next 3 to 6 months, or do you not want to know? I don't want to know. What can I do to see my guides or at least feel their presence? I have yet to have that sensation. Honestly, you just talk to them. That is it. I want to be psychic, but I would spend all my time asking all the questions. I know. Well, um, did I lost myself here. Whenever I think about my what my loved ones have passed or touched an object of theirs before I even know there's theirs, I get a shiver through my whole body. I've only really take note of it the last few years to make sure. No, it's like, yeah, they can make you feel things when you touch their things. Hi, Michelle. Tell Dad I say hi. Are you coming over for a visit? Because you should come and join the live. People always ask to see you. I don't know what that is, Lucy. Happy Sunday, Jeanette. Thank you so much, Amber. You give me so much hope. I will follow your advice. Oh, you're welcome. Will the truth come out about the men that were involved in the blank files? Um, like 70% yes. Can our guides or loved ones turn lights on to get our attention? Yes. Lately, I've been having ugly adult tantrums around the house when I do something stupid or something breaks. I feel like it's my way of getting out my rage. What can I do to control what I can't control in the world? Yeah, that is nothing wrong with that. I am fully in menopause and I'm lucky if I don't try to off somebody most days. No question, just thanks for your giving to all of us. You're welcome. Do the royals know that Harry isn't Charles? Isn't that part of the reason he left them? What? I don't understand the question. If Orange Man transitions, does that mean no relief for us? More relief for us. I don't quite understand the question. Why do guides only speak clearly when there's a specific need, but not otherwise? Because we don't need them all the time. It's not their job to be like our bestie. It's their job to walk with us. I have to stop this for a sec. Hey Amber, is Jesus currently incarnated in the Middle East, Western world, or Asia? Yes, um, in India. When loved ones hurt us due to childhood wounds, I tend to give them some slack despite their behavior. Any thoughts? I don't think it's an excuse. I have childhood wounds, but if I take it out on my kids, I'm the a-hole. And I think that it's not other people's job to take care of my trauma. And if I'm hurting people, I would hope I would go and get help for it. Oh my God, I feel like going into menopause to check up in March. Yeah, not fun. Thank you for the laughter. You're welcome. When we cross over to the other side, do we stay that version of ourselves until our loved ones are with us again? Or do we incarnate right away to a version of ourselves and head back to Earth? All of that, because time and space don't exist. I'll be drumming tonight at my full moon drum circle. Oh, so cool. You said once that Charles wasn't Prince Harry's dad. Yes. And no, it's not why you left. Leah, I don't want to answer that or read it out loud because it'll probably get flagged. What lesson is being learned by being married to a very narcissistic and miserable person? Boundaries and taking care of yourself and saying no to narcissistic abuse and getting out of it. Hi, Daydream Cloud. I'm good. Okay, we'll have Ben. I think Wyatt's here. Ben could go downstairs. This is so great. Thank you for giving your time and knowledge so freely. Oh, and also, Michelle, I've already been on for 35 minutes. So by the time you get here, I'll probably be ready to be done and then we can have a visit. Have you talked with your dad since he passed? No, I have felt him a couple of times and I dreamt about him a couple days after he passed, but I have not talked with him. I haven't physically seen him either. This is kind of the first person I've lost since I accepted my gifts that I was super close to. So I think this is going to be a new situation for me. Um, I've done several Zoom healing groups and I've felt my diaphragm relax for the first time in decades. Thank you. Aw, you're welcome. Well, there's a new one on February 22nd. Not sure if you spoke about this, but will you be doing more classes like a few years back? Yeah, if there's interest. I have a class I could teach on like being a functioning empath, another one on accepting your gifts or are you gifted kind of thing, and then another one that's like a spiritual growth and enlightenment group. Would any of those interest anyone? All of them. So the first two are just a 2-hour class. The third one is 3 weeks. So, like, 1 day a week for 3 weeks. Ow, something just, like, cracked in my strokey leg. No, that's not a leg. Arm. Yes, please, on the classes. Like, which ones? Do you put much stock in seeing 11, 11, 12, 12? Yes. If so, what does it mean? Yes, I do, and usually it's your guide saying, "Good job." Ooh, the spiritual growth one, I haven't done in a long time. Oh, and somebody else that said that one. You know what? Maybe. So for 3 weeks, would you prefer on a weekend or weekday? Because weekends are a little harder for me to carve out, but I could probably figure it out. I never see the private reading signups, only groups. Would it say private reading? Yes. I did some last week. Hey, Amber, for the 90s kids healing, did Cobain unalive himself or was it done by somebody else? He did it himself, unfortunately. Definitely interesting. Oh, good. All of the classes. Yeah, I could do some classes. The spiritual growth and enlightenment is more expensive because it's like 2 hours for 3 3 days over 3 weeks. Does the number 56 have any spiritual meaning? I say it all the time. If it does to you, it does. How do we keep our spirits high during these times? I avoid the news. You can avoid the news, but honestly, get outside. Get in nature, touch the earth, and connection with other people. Um, can I ask my son's guides to help him find sobriety? What can I do at my end? Yes, you can, but he's also on his own path. So protect yourself, set your own boundaries, and don't do for him, or he won't do for himself. The spiritual enlightenment course was so good. I took it in 2020. Just looking through my notes yesterday. Aw, thank you. I should do that one. I haven't done it probably in, I don't even know how many years, a lot. Maybe I should do it. Old wound open. Old wound opens up that affects many in family that hurts emotionally. How to move forward. A need to right the wrong. How can we heal and not let it sorry, I don't understand. Could you make it shorter? Thank you for everything you do. You're such a oh, thank you. Why did so many people from the show Glee pass away? Fluke or was the show cursed? It was not cursed. It was stressful. Always interested in classes, a course explaining different terminology like medium, channeler, psychic. That is just part of a lot of the classes I do. But medium means talking to dead people. Psychic means getting information from the other side about people or things here. All mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. For people asking about angel numbers, Google angel numbers by Joanne. I could take a great source for there you go. Do you ever see celebrities who have crossed over? Yes. What is the most frequently asked question you get? I see dimes all the time. What does it mean? I see numbers all the time. What does it mean? Can stress manifest into cancers or disease? Yes. Or strokes. Amber, late to the party. Great to see you. Hi, Tara. I asked my spiritual guides to make themselves known to me as then I dreamt about my ex-husband who is remarried and has nothing to do with me. Why? Because they were probably helping you work something out in your head. Wish I could afford the classes, but thank you for all that you're doing. That helps so many. Oh, you're welcome. Please do another pet reading on a weekday. I will. I sit outside barefoot to ground myself in nature. Yes. I loved your Q&A hike with Mike recently. Oh, thanks. I enjoyed it. I'd love to do that class again. Yeah, I love that class. You're a beautiful person. Hey, thank you. How are we supposed to respond to lights being turned on? Say hi. They like when we acknowledge them. Does time ever feel linear to your guides since they sit with you at times while you're living on a human timeline? No, does not. Are we the puppets down here for our soul family up there? Not really puppets. All right, I think I'm getting tired, so I probably should go because I'm having a hard time reading, and that usually means I'm tired. So thanks for joining. I think I will do some classes. So I will look at my calendar in the next couple of days and try and see if there's time where I can do that. There's also a group healing posted right now. It's open registration, so just message me to register. And right now on Facebook, there is a psychic group where you get to ask psychic questions. And later today, my guides will choose who will get those spots. So if you want a spot, go comment so that you can get a spot. Um, I will see you all later. And I am so grateful for all of you.